Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Deep Cuts Reactions and my name's Greg, and I'm going through and playing really a bunch of stuff I'm not familiar with at all today, and this band I've never heard of at all. I don't even know why I've got it marked as something I wanted to play. Probably somebody mentioned it to me. You know, a lot of times people will mention a group and it's like, well, that sounds interesting, so I'll go ahead and mark it, and then it may take me 3 to 4 months to get back to it if I do. So anyway, this is a band called American Aquarium. I have no idea who they are, but the name of the song sounded intriguing to me. It's called A Better South, which God knows I hope for. But in any case, let's go ahead and play it. It's obviously live, and it looks like maybe it was done a couple of years ago. During the pandemic, and everybody's got masks on. So anyway, let's go ahead and check it out. A Better South from American Aquarium.
This next one is a song about my love for the South that I was born in, and also my distaste for the South I was born in. Two of the greatest things in the entire world come from the South. That's music and food. You'll never change my mind on that. I will die on that hill. Food and music are the best things ever to come out of the South. But as Southerners, someone who's born and raised here, I'm not somebody who moved here for the scene. I was born here. I talk like it. I act like it. I was raised by Southerners. I can admit that there are problems with the South. I can admit that we have a long line of, putting it very, very casually, missteps. That a lot of people pretend to hide or like to gloss over or pretend that they don't happen because none of us were alive when it happened. And that's the fucking problem. We have to admit that there was a problem. I'm not asking you to feel bad for yourself or your family name or completely shun the South. I'm telling you just to openly admit that there's a problem that still exists here. Whether or not you care to admit it or not, there is. I'm here to tell you. And this is a song I wanted to write about that. I wrote this song last year. And I had zero idea that when this record came out May 1st of this year, how real this song would get, how real and how timely this song would get. Usually a song needs 5 or 10 years. The maturation process is a little bit longer than 5 months before it starts really hitting home. And this song is something, I've always wanted to say this. It's about one of my favorite bands, another Athens band. The Drive-By Truckers, they put it better than anybody I've ever heard put it. They said, it's the duality of the Southern thing. And I think that's great. There's this dichotomy that exists in the South to where we are very, very proud people who hate admitting when we're wrong. We are cocky, we are egotistical, and rightfully so, because we're fucking Southerners. But there's also a bad part of being Southerners. There's a history that no matter what you do, no matter how good you do in your life, no matter how much you try to scrub that slate clean, there is shit that we still have to account for as Southerners. And this is a song about that. This is a song about wanting a better place, a better home. This is a song called Better South. And yeah, let's get it, boys. I was born in the shade of a long-leaf pine, the proud southern son of Caroline. I'm proud of who I am and where I'm from, but I ain't so proud of how far we've come. On the backs of the poor these towns were built, and every ounce of pride has a pound of guilt. There's a shadow here looms long and black. It's always one step forward and 2 steps back. The only dream that ain't worth having is the one you won't chase down. They say, sing your song, boy, shut your mouth. Oh, but I believe in a better South. Yes, I believe in a better South. Down here still fighting for all the wrong reasons. Old men still defend these monuments to treason. To the right side of history, we're always late. Still arguing the difference between heritage and hate. Lonely dream ain't worth having is the one you won't chase down. They say sing your song, boy, shut your mouth. Oh, but I believe in a better South. Yes, I believe in a better South. Sick and tired of listening to Daddy's generation, the byproduct of war and segregation. Still thinking they can tell us what to do, who can live where and who can love who. The only dream that ain't worth having is the one chase down. They say sing your song, boy, shut your mouth. Oh, but I believe in a better South. They say sing your song, boy, shut your mouth. Oh, but I believe in a better South. Yes, I believe in a better South.
Well, I like that. That was good. They've got a good sound together, and I sure enjoyed the little rap in the beginning. It's and I like the reference to the drive-by truckers because yeah, I mean they've got it down. It's the duality of the Southern thing. You can be proud of where you're from, but oftentimes, at least here, I feel like a voice in the wilderness. I mean, we just uh, we just keep going backwards. Yeah, one step forward and two steps back. It's really distressing to me. I was seeing what all is going on. It's like, oh my God, have we learned nothing in 50 years? And I'm an old man, and shit. What is the deal with my generation? You would have thought that people would have gotten a clue, but it seems like it's just the opposite. I don't get it. I just don't get it. And the little reference he was making to the statues and the monuments. I remember when all those were coming down, and there was so much conflict over it and stuff like that, and I checked out some things that Robert E. Lee said, because he was a great American, you might say. I mean, he, was loyal to the Union, but he couldn't fight against his native Virginia, which is the only reason that he did that. But when the war was over, he said, I don't want any monuments. I don't want any of that shit. I want things to get back to where it's one country, one union, and you don't need all this shit reminding you of, some war that was already over and done with, and I don't know. The people that cling to that, it's like, did you never really read your history? Look at a map of all the counties that voted against secession, and it's massive. It was so massive that part of Virginia broke off and became West Virginia because they couldn't cotton all that shit. So anyway, like I say, people look down on us, and all they see is all the shit, but there's a lot of really good people down here, and there's a lot of stuff about the culture, and like he said, the food, the music, you know, there's a lot to be proud of down here, but there's a lot to just despise, and it's been difficult for me lately watching what our state is doing and passing all these laws, and it's like, oh my God, it's there's certain things that they would like to ban. If they could manage it, they would ban gay people completely. I mean, they're trying to just wipe it out like they don't exist, and it's just such a ridiculous piece of shit. But anyway, I enjoyed the song. I enjoyed the lyrics, and I liked the sound that the band had, and yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that. So, hope you guys did, and I will be back soon, and we'll play something. So hit like, subscribe, and we'll see you then. Bye bye.